dear students. Today we shall continue with the lesson Inside the Atom, chapter number 5, part 3. So today we will learn about electronic configuration of elements and valency and electronic configuration. So let's begin. In the previous video we had discussed about this table. So let's have a look at it once again. Symbol K, that is the very first shell, will have maximum of 2 electrons. Similarly, for L shell, we have 8 electrons. For M shell, we have 18 electrons. And N shell, we have 32 electrons. Electronic configuration of elements. The shell-wise distribution of the electron in an atom of an element is called electronic configuration of the element. Each electron has a definite energy as per the shell in which it is present. Energy of an electron in the first shell is the lowest. Energy of electron in the subsequent shells goes on increasing with the ordinal number of the shell. The electronic configuration of an element is such that the energy of all the electrons together is the maximum possible. Electrons get a place in the shell in accordance with the maximum capacity of the electron shell in an atom and the increasing order of energy. Now here we can see that in the center we have nucleus filled with neutrons and protons, and then we can see the various shells, that is K shell, L shell and M shell. So the number of electrons in the K shell, if you all count, we can see there are only 2 electrons. Similarly for L shell, we can count and see there are in all 8 electrons. For M shell, we have 18 electrons, and if there would be an N shell, it would consist of 32 electrons, a maximum of 32 electrons. In our textbook, page number 33, we have this table. Let's try to solve it, students. So, we have the columns for atom, symbol, electron number in the atom, distribution of electrons, electronic configuration in the numerical form. Now, if we see the very first atom, it is hydrogen, symbol we have H. Electron number of hydrogen is 1, that is only one electron is present in hydrogen. So we have to distribute these electrons according to the maximum capacity of the shell. So as hydrogen has only one electron, it will go into the first shell, that is the K shell. So the electronic configuration will be 1. Similarly, they have done for helium and lithium also. We will do for the next one, that is carbon, symbol is C. Electron number we have 6. So we have to distribute this 6 according to the maximum capacity of the shell. So in the first shell, that is a K shell, we will write 2, and the remaining 4 will go to the next shell, that is the L shell. So the electronic configuration will be 2, 4. Similarly for nitrogen, symbol N, electron number is 7. Again we have to distribute these 7 electrons. So we will write 2 in K under K shell and 5 under L shell. So electronic configuration of nitrogen will be 2, 5. Now let's do for sodium, that is Na, symbol is Na. Electron number of sodium is 11. Now let's begin. The first shell, in the K shell we will write 2, L shell we will write 8. If we total this up, we will get 10. So one more electron is left, which means it will go under M shell. So the electronic configuration for sodium is 2, 8, 1. Now let's do for the last one, bromine. Symbol is Br and electron number is 35. So under K shell we will write 2, L shell 8, M 18 and N 7. When we sum this up, we get 35, which means we have distributed it correctly. So the electronic configuration will be 2, 8, 18, 7. The remaining you all have to do, students, try it out. The electronic configuration in the numerical form contains numbers separated by commas. Here, the numbers indicate the electron number in the shell with increasing order of energy. For example, the electronic configuration of sodium is 2, 8, 1. It means that the total 11 electrons in sodium are distributed as 2 in the K shell, 8 in the L shell and 1 in the M shell. The electronic configuration of an atom can also be represented by the shell diagram shown alongside. So you all can uh, show the electronic configuration in the diagrammatic form also, as I've put it on the screen. Now we will learn about valency and electronic configuration. Before that, let's answer a few questions. What are the symbols used for the shells which accommodate the electrons in various atoms? K, L, M, N and so on to the ordinal number is 1, 2, 3, 4 are used for the shells. What is the symbol and ordinal number of the innermost shell? Innermost shell means the shell which is closest to the nucleus. Which is that shell? The first shell is K shell. The innermost shell of an atom is K with ordinal number 1. Write down symbol of electronic distribution in shell of fluorine atom. Electronic distribution of fluorine is 2, 7 as atomic number is 9. So we have to distribute 9. So we'll write 2, 7. What is the outermost shell of fluorine atom? L is the outermost shell of fluorine atom. What is the outermost shell of sodium atom? M is the outermost shell of sodium atom. Which is the outermost shell of hydrogen atom? K is the outermost shell of hydrogen atom, as hydrogen has only one electron. So it will be accommodated in the first shell, that is the K shell. The concepts regarding valency of an element, chemical bonds in compounds get clarified from the electronic configuration. Atom forms chemical bonds by using electron of its outermost shell. Valency of an atom is determined by the configuration of its outermost shell. Therefore, the outermost shell is called valence shell, and also the electrons in the outermost shell are called valence electrons. It can be seen that the valency of an atom is related to the number of valence electrons in that atom. Let us first look at the elements helium and neon. Atoms of both these gaseous elements do not combine with any other atom. These elements are chemically inert. It means that their valency is 0. Helium atom contains 2 electrons which are accommodated in the first K shell. Helium has only one K shell that contains electron, and the same is also the outermost shell. The electron capacity of K shell is 2. This indicates that the outermost shell of helium is completely filled. It is said that helium has an electron duplet. The electronic configuration of the inert gas neon contains 2 shells K and L. L is valence shell of neon. The electron capacity of L shell is 8, and hence the valence shell of neon is completely filled. It is said that neon has an electron octet. Argon is an inert gas having electron in the shells K, L and M. The electron capacity of M shell is 18. However, in argon, there are only 8 electrons in the valence shell M. It means that there are 8 electrons in the valence shell of inert gases. That is an electron octet. From this, it is understood that the valency is 0 when electron octet or duplet is complete. The electronic configuration of elements other than inert gases show that they do not have electron octet or other electron octets are incomplete. Regarding hydrogen, it can be said that its electron duplet is incomplete. In hydrogen, we have only one electron which is accommodated in the first shell. To complete the duplet, we need two electrons. So atoms of all these elements except inert gases have tendency to combine with other atoms, meaning that they have a non-zero valency. You have seen from the formula of the molecules formed by combination with hydrogen that the valency of hydrogen is 1. The electronic configuration of hydrogen shows that there is less than the complete duplet. This number 1 matches with the valency of hydrogen, which is also 1. Moreover, it is learned that electronic configuration Moreover, it is learned that the electronic configuration of sodium has one electron in the valence shell and the valency of sodium is also 1, as seen from the formulae NaCl, NaH, etc. It means that there is some relation between the valency of an element and the number of electron in its valence shell. On page number 35, we have this table again. Let's solve it, students. So here we have symbol of element, molecular formula of compound, valency of the element, electronic configuration of the element, number of valence electrons, and the last, that is 8 minus x. So let's begin. They have done it for the first three. So the first one we have for H, that is hydrogen. Molecular formula is HCl. Valency they have written 1. Electronic configuration is again 1. Number of valence electron is 1. Number of valence electrons mean the electrons present in the outermost shell. So 1. And the last column they put a dash. We'll do one new sum and then see. So we are doing for the third one, that is Ne, neon. Molecular formula, no compound. Valency is 0. Why 0? Because when we write the electronic configuration, we get 2, 8, 8. So in the last shell, there are 8 electron, which means that electron octet is complete, and hence when an electron octet or when an electron duplet is complete, the valency is 0. Number of valence electrons are 8. And in the last table, what we have to do? When the number of valence electrons are more than 4, we have to subtract it by the number given above, that is 8 minus x. We have 8 minus 8, that is 0. We'll do one more. F, symbol of element F, valency 1, electronic configuration 2, 7. So now here when we see the electronic configuration, it is 1 electron less to complete the octet. That is why the valency will be 1. Number of valence electrons are 7. Similarly, 8 minus 7 is equal to 1. For Na, that is sodium, valency is 1. 2, 8, 1 is the electronic configuration. Number of valence electrons 1. Again, we'll put a dash. Why dash? Because if x is less or equal to 4, we do not have to solve the last column. We have to solve it only when it is more than 4. For Mg, valency is 2, 2, 8, 2. Number of valence electrons 2, and the last again cancel. The 7th and the 8th one, you all try out, students. Always remember, valency of an element is same as the number of its valence electrons if this number is 4 or less than 4. On the other hand, when an element has 4 or more valence electrons, the number of electron by which the octet is short of completion is the valency of that element. Always remember this, students. Now we have one more table on page number 36. Write down the number of electrons present in the outermost shell. It's very easy, students. For this, you all have to first write down the electronic configuration. For hydrogen, we have 1. Number of electrons in the outermost shell is also 1. For carbon, we have 6. So, we'll get 4 in the outermost shell. Similarly, for sodium, that is Na, we have 1. Chlorine, we have 7. Nitrogen, we have 5. One more table we have. So, here, uh, we have to write down the number of electrons are given. Electronic configuration, we have to write. Number of valence electrons, we have to write, and valency. So, for the first one, that is lithium, number of electrons we have 3. Electronic configuration will write 2 comma 1. Number of valence electron is 1, that is the electrons in the outermost shell, and valency is again 1. For carbon, we have 2 comma 4. Number of valence electrons 4, and valency is again 4. Valency will be the same number when in the outermost shell we have 4 electrons or less than 4 electrons. So the valency will be that same number. For in the first two examples, we can see that. Now let's try for magnesium. We have 2 comma 8 comma 2. Valence electron is 2, and again valency is 2. For oxygen, we have 2 comma 6. Valence electron is 6, and valency is 2. Now here, how come valency is 2 for oxygen? Why? Because in the last orbit or the shell, we have 6 electrons. When we have more than 4 electrons, we just have to minus it from 8. So from 8, when we subtract 6 from 8, we get the answer 2. Hence the valency of oxygen is 2. That's it for today's video, students. Thank you.